Greetings everyone, my name is Buck Business, and today I have a different type of video planned. A video that I've thought about for a few days before putting it together. Of course, I would have normally been doing a Let's Play today, but instead, with my schedule and what's coming on later, I decided to change that up to talk about something that has been bogging me down lately, and that being my fears. This is a topic that I am very uneased to tell, but I feel as though that there is going to be no other time and no other place for this. So, I suppose I should start with the big one, the fear of death, without accomplishing my goal. And this goes hand in hand with Kawhi as well. That being that he spent so much time and so much effort into that book of his, and it went to a place that was obsessive for a long time, and perhaps even out of anger too, where other individuals kept telling him that he would never make it, that he would never succeed, that he would never publish a book, and so on and so forth. And upon receiving that book in his hand, it changed him for the better and then for the worse. At first, he was very happy to have achieved that, but after seeing the mistakes and then seeing the book just not go anywhere, it put him in a place of extreme doubt. And that fear turned into, I have to try again. I have to do this, because if I don't do this, I have nothing. And that goes with me as well. If I don't succeed at what I am doing right now, then I fear that I won't get anywhere in the future. And this goes with YouTube as well, not just the writing. I'd always known from the moment I started my first channel that I started way too late, but I didn't know that YouTube was going to be such a big thing beforehand. And I started too late, and the way that YouTube is formatted now, it caters to the bigger channels, the corporate channels, so much more than new YouTubers, as well as not displaying smaller YouTubers anymore. It used to do that, but it no longer does that. And I knew that every review that I was going to do wasn't going to reach the audience I wanted it to reach. I wanted to share my thoughts and feelings about things that I love, which are movies and video games and all that good stuff. And it just started like a small slope upward, and eventually it stopped, and that fear came right back. That fear of never being able to succeed. That fear of being stuck in one place. It is almost like being literally insane, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That is what it has been like. And for Kawaii Critic, it's been depression. And it's been constant, or at least on and off at the very most. And I do want to get better. I really, truly want to get better. Better equipment, better backgrounds, better movement. I want to do it all. I really, truly do. But I keep asking myself, what difference will it actually make? You know, I've constantly been told, based on where I live, that I would be so limited in what I would be able to do. It's happened rather recently, and it'll probably happen later again today, in fact, based on what I'm doing later on today. Point being, based on where I live, I get told I can't be an actor. I can't be a voice actor. The writing that I do is merely a hobby, and I'll never be successful at it. That I will never be a video game designer, which is another thing that Kawaii Critic is also interested in. That is so hurtful to hear day after day, and it only makes me want to do it more. It wants me to prove a point, and I know that's going to drive me right back to where Kawaii Critic was. But I don't care. I've been told, upon being the negative things, I've been told a bunch of positive as well, more so on the internet, but that's fine. I've been told to never give up. And that is something that I strive for, to never give up. And I know that my possible future road is possibly filled with more darkness. And that's something that I am ready to embrace, and have been ready to embrace for a long, long time now. But I want to push through that darkness. But I know for the longest time that I couldn't have done it alone. But it feels like there just isn't enough out there. Like I can't reach out there good enough, no matter how many times I try. It's this constant battle of whether or not what I'm doing makes a difference or not. That is my fear, that the negative will constantly outweigh the positive for whatever time I have left here. And at the very end, I'll just have to sit and watch as Kawaii Critic just cries himself to sleep that one last time, knowing that what he had done 3 years ago is what drove him to that dark, dark place. And it was so close to being the very thing that could have driven him to the light, to the hope, to the success that he had so desperately craved. He just wanted the opportunity to provide himself. And the craziest thing is about that is, it really wasn't just about him. I've seen him talk about it time and time again, and every time he mentions it, he always says that he wants to incorporate other people into it. Like if there was some sort of Syndicate X movie, that he would want to shoot it here, where we are from, just to change the entire outcome of what it's been like from where we're from. Just so that people who want to act like him have opportunity to do so here. But, as I said before, that fear of failure, it outweighs the positive a lot of the time. I've been told that Kawaii Critic has pretty much finished rewriting Syndicate X, and he's terrified of publishing it again because of that potential failure. And I fear for him as well. I fear for myself as well, based off of what I've seen on this channel. I don't know what comes next, and that is definitely the biggest fear aside from the whole death thing. And it is something that I struggle with every day. I suppose all I can do is just try to keep walking. Keep doing what I am doing, and hope, and pray, and do all these things just to try to see if it'll work. If you see this video, please call upon Koei Critic. Share your love, your positivity, and anything else that I can't think off of the top of my head. With that being said, my name is Buck Business, and farewell, everyone.